Read the disclaimer. Doofus. Also, contact us through our new business email, and be sure to support us on Patreon for early access to new videos. Thank you.
To all of my fellow Americans, happy Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I'm recording this a week in advance because I have to be in North Carolina for Thanksgiving, but that doesn't mean I can't record a review beforehand. Salutations, denizens of the internet. I'm Firebite27, and let us commence our analysis of Uchuu Sentai Kyuranger Washii Voyager. In her animal mode, Washii Voyager is well painted and well sculpted, with a ton of feather details, pink plastic and paint, and a big bulbous gem for a butt. Unsurprisingly, for a limb of a Sentai combiner, she has very little in the way of articulation, boasting only some ratcheted wings and a beak that opens up. Oh, and I guess you can use the foot mode joint to make it look up, though that looks incredibly derpy if I do say so myself. The closest that I can get to getting it into any sort of pose is this, which looks like some kind of bizarre avian mating dance.
Does anyone have even the faintest idea of what this woman is trying to tell me?
Even her brightly colored brother Sasori Voyager can do more than that. But that's just the benefit of having a multi-jointed tail. And while her beak does allow for the comically dark mutilation of Broadside, it unfortunately cannot hold any blades, so no Untitled Goose Game references. If I had to describe her as a size class, she's kind of somewhere between a deluxe and a scout-sized figure, so maybe around the size of Mostoy's Rune? Or Glyph? Whatever. Point is, size comparisons time. Here's Washii Voyager next to my last review, Earthrise Megatron, the last bird I reviewed on the channel, Skylynx, the last Kyuranger toy ever featured on the channel, Sasori Voyager, the last figure from Uchuu Sentai Kyuranger that was ever featured on the channel, Hibitsukai Voyager, a standard Kyutama, a standard can of sparkling water, and Broadside. So overall, this bird is a lovely little parrot with beautiful plumage, but she ain't really much for posing, or playability in general. But that's kind of to be expected of this kind of toy, because this thing has to be involved.
Bird is a word, a well a bird, bird, bird. Well a bird is a word, a well a bird, bird, bird. The bird's a word, a well a bird, bird, bird.
The arm mode of Washii Voyager is the apotheosis of all lazy Sentai mecha arm design. Nothing really needs to be turned, there are no parts that fold away. In order to make this limb, it's just stuck on there, bold as brass. I find mech suit designs like this lazy, cynical, and complete and utter garbage. Mostly because I miss the old Sentai style mecha, where every component of every robot just sort of melted away. All the colors were there and present, but it wasn't this lazy. I mean, I know it's for little kids, but don't little kids, deserve better than this? Oh yeah, and I should mention these tabs on the back. They are the perfect size to be clipped into the back on these little clips. However, that wasn't their intended purpose, as they were instead used by the Leo Minor Voyager, whoever that was. And the little tabs on the Washii Voyager were meant for the canon that came with that figure. However, thanks to the fact that these clips are in fact shared between both figures, we can give it Ninja Falcon Zord power. Oh dear, this was neither nearly as mighty or morphin as I was expecting it to be. Anyways, here she is in arm mode next to Megatron, Skylynx, Sasori Voyager, Hibitsukai Voyager, the Kyutama, the Can, and Broadside. So, this foot mode, huh? Can I go home now? Okay, that's unfair. This is a bit less lazy than the arm mode, mostly because the wings fold back behind it. but it's still pretty darn lazy like the rest of these limbs. Anyways, here it is next to Sasori Voyager, Ebitsukai Voyager, Megatron, the Kyutama, the Can, and Fraud Side. So, would I recommend purchasing Washii Voyager? Can't really say for sure. I mean, if you're a Kyuranger completionist, then sure, go for it. If you're just a casual Sentai collector, then maybe. Problem is that with Sentai limbs like this, you're really damned if you just collect one of them and not the main mech. And on top of that, I really wouldn't recommend it if the price isn't reasonable. I haven't checked the aftermarket, but I remember that on Amazon, the entire Kurano set was going for like upwards of $80 last I checked. And I don't really think it's worth any more than $60. Having said that, if you are a Kyuranger completionist, go for it. Also, if you have the, like, Seiza Blaster, was it? You can actually get a lot of playability from every one of the little Kyutama that comes with the mecha. Unfortunately, I don't have the Seiza Blaster, and I don't really connect to gimmicks at all. And unfortunately, that forces me to leave this cold to Turkey with a score of a 5 out of 10. It's a shame because the Uchuu Sentai Voyagers are pretty cool. It's just that on their own, they don't really have much merit to them. So, with that being said, this is Firebite27 over and out. And don't forget to have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody! Oh, God! What the hell? Hey, what's the big idea?
I've held off for the past 39 episodes. Every single time you've made a crappy joke. But that joke, that terrible joke, that crossed the line! Are you holding a gun right now? I can't honestly tell.
First of all, yes I am holding a gun. Second of all, I'm about to shoot you like a certain Dr. Glockdown.
Do you honestly think that's gonna work? I've learned from the mistakes of other minor nuisances. Come on! Also, he doesn't use a Glock, he uses a MP37. I guess that's karma for you.
Never wrote it, you heathen! Where do you even get those freaking pillows? Is it like your stand or something? Come over here! Oh, wait, what are you doing? What? No!
Drill!
Hey! Build the helicopter! And off to the rescue!
Oh, crikey! Okay, that's it.
You dare defy me? Maya, when did you dye your hair?
I wondered when you were going to notice.